You know, the spinnerbait bite had started to fade. I actually watched the bait move into the backs of coves. I seen them getting nervous. I started looking around my tackle box. I found the LV100 American shad color. I felt like this was going to be the bait of choice. You know, that it really matched the size of the bait that the fish were chasing in the coves. I tied it on some 12-pound line and started fan casting out in the middle of the pockets, and they were there. There's one right there. I'm pumping him, boys. That's a big spot. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. The LV100 American shad pattern. And man, he's got it. Front hook, back hook, any other hook you wanted to add to it. What we've done, we fished around. It's not a bad fish neither for down here in this area catching these spots. We've been fishing main lake stuff, and it's been kind of cloudy and hazy. We caught a couple of nice fish. We're not catching the numbers that I would like to catch if I was approaching a big tournament where I knew I'd be comfortable catching limit every day. And the sun popped out, and typically this time of year when that sun comes out late in the afternoons, you better get in the backs of pockets and you better find the direction the wind's blowing, kind of follow that wind, because what's happening is it's actually pushing the bait fish back in pockets and the water's warming up a little bit. And you can see everything's coming to life, and that's where they're going to be almost every time. You know, when you're fall fishing and fishing this type of way and fishing this pattern, all you got to remember is follow the wind, follow the bait. Don't be afraid to move around, and if you'll stay around the bait, you're going to stay around the bass. Pretty good bass right there. Yeah, I'd say so. Might be. That's a largemouth. Boy, they'll take a ride when they come in the boat with me. Once again. I don't want to hurt you, big boy. That LV100 is just locking them in the head and me in the finger. That's not a bad largemouth. You know, that's what's weird. These fish will all run together. We've caught white bass, spotted bass, largemouth bass. The whole deal is in the fall. You got to follow the bait. If you're not fishing in an area that's got an abundance of bait in the fall, you're generally not going to catch abundance of fish. And that's the whole deal. Follow the wind. You can take the simple reading of the map and a compass and watch the wind blow and go all over the lake and run this same pattern. And that's all a lot of guys on the tour do. They just do it so much quicker than the average guy, is they cover a ton of water, they follow the wind, chase the bait, and they just, you know, they just beat you to death with their arm and desire. They just keep throwing and throwing in them areas, and they're here. A lot of times you may have to throw in the same place 15 or 20 times. I actually had missed that fish I just caught. I missed it the first cast, throw right back in there. So you follow the bait in the fall and you're going to have a great day of fishing. Probably, there you go. Just like that right there. That's a dandy. That's Jim, as in Jim Dandy. Is Jim, big Jim. How about a big, it's a big white bass. See, it's right there. I mean, that was almost the same exact cast I caught the largemouth on. You know, when I say LV100, let me talk about it a little bit and tell you about really what this bait is. It's a lipless, vibrating crankbait. You're able to fish it over grass, rocks, sand. It's really the most versatile bait in your tackle box. It mimics shad movement, has a real tight wobble, but it's got a real loud rattle chamber, and it's excellent, excellent for fall fishing and throwing it in shad. What this is. Same place. I mean, I don't think he's hooked very well at all. Same place they've been. They're just kind of schooled up. The wind's got them pushed. Not a bad one. Got them pushed right in there, and that boy, oh! When you catch that wind with them backed up like that, you can take little rattling baits. I'm not going to spend a lot of time with that one. We're going to fish some more. You can take little rattling baits and you can wear them out. You know, personally, the biggest reward for me of fishing, and especially fishing this type of pattern, is not actually reeling the fish in. However, don't get me wrong, the kid in me loves to reel them in. That's what drives the adrenaline. But it's knowing deep down inside that I can pull up on a point and I can look at it and study it, and I can make the proper cast, the right presentation with a good bait, and I can make this fish bite at my command, and that's probably the biggest reward of it.